Hey, how's it going? And today I just wanted to talk about two issues with Sequencer in Unreal Editor for Fortnite and what you might do to resolve them. Now, I realize this is still in beta and this can change, so a year from now this might not even apply. But for right now, it seems to apply. One of the issues I've been having is with the viewport itself. And I'll switch, like right now, the scene is frozen up. So I'll have to switch to my viewport. Now I get in this viewport and then things will happen. My viewport starts getting really, really weird. It starts freezing up and then it starts pulling me back into, depending on different things that I do within the scene, it'll start pulling me back into the cinematic viewport. And I don't want to be in the cinematic viewport. So the viewport keeps switching on me or freezing up. And I realized what it is that only happens when I have the sequencer open. So if your viewport is acting up, it's switching on you, it's freezing up, it's acting weird, more than likely it's that you've got a sequence file open somewhere. And I think it's wanting to exert control over the scene. And so it's trying to control the viewport itself. I resolved the entire problem by just, when you're done in the sequencer, just close out of it. Just close it out like that. And then you'll get control of your viewport back. So if you're having problems with your viewport, it's probably your sequencer. Just my guess. And that could just be a beta issue. Now the next thing I wanted to tell you about was on the filming itself. So I just did a tutorial on filming a cutscene with the Unreal Editor. One issue that I had is you have to toggle the character's visibility on and off. Well, even though I had toggled the character's visibility on, when the sequence would play back, the character would be gone. Still have the sequence here, so let me show that. So let me close this one, and it was this one. It was this sequence right here. And if I click this button, and it was this sequence right here. But it was a kind of a dolly in shot, and the character was here. So even when the character was here and supposed to be on, you wouldn't see it in the scene. So I don't know what was going on. When I turned the controls for visibility completely off and took them all off, then I could see the character. But if I had any setting on the character's visibility, whether turning it on or turning it off, wouldn't see the character. But then that was a problem. Look what's happened. My screen is kind of frozen up here. So now I'm going to switch over so I can move around again. And then I can switch back. See, I think that's a bug. I've got to keep coming in and out of the viewport because the sequencer is open. My viewport freezes up all the time if a sequencer is open. So I've got to switch views to get it moving again. And just to stop it from happening, I have to close the sequencer. So anyway, that's that. But I want to tell you about this character toggling off and on. So it's really interesting because what ended up happening was it was driving me crazy because I couldn't not have any visibility setting on the character. Because in gameplay, I'm going to have this character just standing around, just like up here. I've got a couple of the standing characters right there for filming, for different dialogue. So I toggle them off and on. For some reason, I don't have any problem with their visibility, but they're not in a sequence. These characters are just in the game. They toggle off and on. But in the sequence, when I was toggling the visibility off and on, I couldn't have any visibility setting on and film the character. It would just be a blank scene. I hope that makes sense. I know this probably sounds crazy when you're trying to explain Unreal Editor stuff because it just sounds like you've gone completely insane. The solution was, and this brought me into this interesting idea of parallel universes, because theoretically what you could do is just have two clubs. And let's say you didn't have a lot of assets in your scene and you just had two clubs. Well, you could literally just use one club for filming all your scenes and the other alternate universe for your gameplay. And that way you could have all your cameras. You wouldn't have to toggle visibility or anything like that in one part of your island, and then the game play in another part. So it would just make filming so much easier with the way they live stream it. But so how I solved this problem was, because I couldn't get the sequence to work, was I did just what I said, is I created this alternate universe. So in this closet, I've locked this closet. I've recreated the scene in here, and I just film it in here now. And so the character in play can't get in this room. So now I just do my filming in here. And I don't have to worry about toggling the character's visibility off or on. I can just leave the character like that because no one can get to it in the game. It looks just like it does out here. It's the same thing. I actually just copied the props from here and put them in here. And so I filmed the scene in here. And so that scene, if I close the sequencer now and open it up, it actually looks, I think, a little bit better and more appropriate for the story, but it's this sequence here. So now if I turn on camera cuts here, and I hit play, that's my new sequence that plays. And I don't have to worry about visibility. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful. Take care and have a great day.